This is your wake-up call. Planet on 5, late Wednesdays on 4.
Cadets, and strap yourselves down for the science fiction quiz spawned by a mad professor in a freak lab accident. I'm Greg Proops, your Most High Commander, and I'll be tallying profit and loss for our two teams, the Quarks and the Roms. Captaining the Roms, a pioneer long associated with the term space. Granted, it's usually preceded by the words lost in, Bill Bailey. In stationary orbit with Bill, a groundbreaking performer who has experienced things most comedians never witness. Saturday mornings, for instance. Simon Hickson. Bringing authenticity to the Roms, I'm honored to introduce an actor who plays the Ferengi Rom on Deep Space Nine. For the uninitiated, the Ferengi are aliens best described by their rule of acquisition number 18. A Ferengi without profit is no Ferengi at all. The spectacularly talented Max Gradenchik. Trying to prevent the Roms from walking off with the Latinum are the Quarks, captained by a spacey, scousy scamp who has more cheek than Jabba's butt. Craig Charles. Our scientists on the experimentation deck have successfully managed to separate Simon's symbiotic twin. They say he'll lead a normal life, but only time will tell if he can ever swing his pants again. Trevor Neal. Minding the optics, an actor who has won many plaudits as the barkeeper Quark on Deep Space Nine. Indeed, at a recent Ferengi Film Festival, his beautiful ears won him 3 Golden Lobe Awards. The highly revered Armin Shimmerman. Greetings. Our initial face-off is pay-per-view. If you want to watch, please insert your droid card now at a cost of 8 zoinks. Thank you. It's Future Shock. Each crew shall monitor some recently liberated sci-fi footage. I stop the action when my whim decrees, and the crews make like Mystic Smeg and predict what's about to occur. Roms and Captain Bailey, could you turn your 1,000-yard stare to the monitor?
Is the resuscitator ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Lieutenant. Begin.
Take hold of him.
Careful now. I'll just release the special spongy straps and pulls the helmet off. And it's Boba Fett. And he goes, Okole no kumola solo. And the little thing jumps out and goes, No, not that. Intergalactic like B-Man.
B-Man?
And then all, like, a bee comes in and eats
A
them.
pea comes in.
A pea?
A pea comes in.
A pea comes in?
A bee comes in that's been eating peas.
Yes. A pea-eating bee.
A pea-eating bee. There's a bee-eating pea. No, a bee-eating bee. Lots of bees and peas. You won't believe it.
The future really is a different place. Shall we have a look?
I've been eating peas.
Yeah,
We've been eating peas.
I'm going to give you that one because there were pea juice involved.
That's disgusting.
It wasn't nice, was it?
Yeah. How's dinner going down out there, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, Quarks, here's your clip.
It's got a cool, clammy feel to it. Now, plastic should be warm and dried with the first... Hey, down. It's moving.
I've definitely seen this. It's not that sinister. What happens is Mrs. comes in with a cheese and onion toasty and a can of beer, and he puts his feet up and he watches the match.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. But before he does that, the bloke sits down in the chair and it makes one of those rude farty noises. And the bloke with the beard goes... and he goes, oh, it wasn't me.
He sits in the chair and Magnus Magnusson goes, so your specialist subject is?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Thank you for being honest, at least. The other answers were so futuristic I could barely contain my mind.
Does he prick the chair and he goes...
That's when he finds out he bought it from MFI.
Isn't it? Let's face it, nothing expensive happens.
I'll grant you that. This is Planet of the Frugal Plot on this one. All right, let's take a peek and see what happens.
No, I will not tolerate this.
Sylvia,
Acting, isn't it? That sort of...
check Mr. McDermott's entitlement on termination of employment, please.
He got fired. It's a cheap chair, isn't it? Can I get this right, Greg? You got ate by an inflatable chair.
Yes. My understanding of the situation is the chair felt cold and clammy, and somehow that's supposed to hip you to the fact that the chair's going to eat you momentarily. Mind your Klingon.
No.
Yeah. Where is he? Mind your Klingon is the title of our next test. Juicy morsels of the warrior tongue will be offered up on a generous bed of phlegm. Our two teams must dissect them and translate them into English quarks. And this is not easy for me, and it shall be even more painful for you. Nachi Joel EVRVH.
I know what this is because he orders it every week. It's a bartender, another prune juice.
Very close.
Am I?
Yes.
Good. Because that's what I've been serving him every week.
Can I look at the vegetarian menu?
Yes, it is. May I see the vegetarian menu? Is it? From the Klingon.
How did you know that?
It's not easy.
That is very, very
I'm good
sad.
with Klingons.
And now it's the Rom's turn to raise phlegm shields. Here we go. Chuvalu diwasi need loch hechklu.
£6 you Klingon lighters. No, the Klingons are a proud warrior race and have no need of such fripperies as fridge magnets.
I think what you're trying to say is that to be dishonored is to die 1,000 times.
Brilliant. That's it.
No help from him.
Do you think the shapeshifter Odo ever gets ticked off with people shouting, "Hey Odo, don't go changing"? In the next round, War of the Words, our cadets get to make like the body snatchers and bring new life to old science fiction actors. Each team must provide the voices for some aging science fiction footage. The better the dialogue, the bigger the credit. Quarks. Oh, let's hear it.
Hey, so no one can see if I have a pee here?
She's having a pee over there. She's having a
Hey, everyone, watch out for crabs.
Oh my God, I fall asleep for 15 minutes and I'm David Hasselhoff. Should I walk over and make love to one or run over and make love to them all?
I'll see if he has a MasterCard.
Oh, too soon.
Excellent. You have garnered many quatloos for that. 1 million years BC, when Raquel Welch was... All right. Roms.
Okay, come with me. Let's get this thing open now. Come on. Come on, we gotta get in here. We're gonna stick this thing down. Oh my God! Get out of here!
I'm no lizard from Wales.
I knew we should have.
Governor, get in the boat.
It's no better.
I'm afraid I can't give you any points because that was the actual dialogue from the movie. Hal, how are you enjoying the show?
Some of the answers are moderately amusing.
Well, don't get cocky. I remember when you were a laptop dancer. Status report, please.
Quarks 8, ROMs 7.
Hooray! Where I come from, fulfillment is universal. But in your world, the commerce hounds bark consume at every turn. So it's time for the ads. To keep your skull tickled, get your neural nets around this. Which science fiction movie had these two in its cast? We'll be back when the hyperdrive is fixed. Thank you for hooking back onto Space Cadets. So, Sandra Bullock, Nigel Hawthorne. Any ideas, anyone?
Didn't Sandra Bullock drive a bus in King George V?
Yes. Nigel Hawthorne and Sandra Bullock. Anybody? Nobody?
Was it Demolition Man?
Yes. What Demolition Man?
No, okay.
Starring that versatile character actor, Sylvester Stallone. Scully, come here, look at this. Space Oddities, the round which poses questions like, if the Millennium Falcon can do the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs, how come it's never been featured on Top Gear? Each team will be bestowed with a space oddity and 3 plausible explanations as to where it originates from. Only one is authentic. Can their rivals seek it out? ROMs. What in the cosmos is this, Mr. Radenchik?
Well, it's hard to explain.
Take your time.
Okay. All right. The Ferengi use gold-pressed latinum most of the time because it can't be replicated. Okay? There is something else that they use, which is a silver alloy called selenium silver, which is so unstable that it has to be kept in liquid.
Takes it all very seriously, doesn't he?
You were not in that episode.
It's a half-hour show.
And that is what it is, selenium silver.
Captain Bailey.
Right, you might think it's one of them, nudie pens, and all the clothes go off of the Romulan, but no, it's not. It's not. Totally ridiculous. It's not that. Well, in the film Dune, or as Carl McLachlan called it, Dune, and all the other actors went, no, Dune, and he went, no, that's what I said, Dune, and he went, no, Dune, and he went on, and they all got cut out. But basically, there's these giant worms that guard this special chutney in the sand. Spice, a special spice. And the Atreides house, they train these special worms to infiltrate the big worms and find out where the spice is. And this is a portable worm rack that they use to carry the special spy worms around in.
Okay. No, I'm not so sure. Now, you lot, you think you know a thing or two about science fiction, but can you answer me this? What makes the TARDIS go? I.e., what makes it travel through space? Is it unleaded fuel? Is it some weird gas coming from K9's buttocks or something like that? What is it? Well, it's actually this, and this was used in the film Doctor Who and the Daleks. Peter Cushing used it. It's a fluid link. Now, he filled it with mercury, and that enabled the TARDIS to go, and he escaped from the Daleks. It's a fluid link from Doctor Who and the Daleks. Obviously, in the TARDIS, it's much bigger than this. And there we go.
Very convincing. Vincent Hickson says it's a fluid link from Doctor Who and the Daleks. Bill Bailey says it's a portable worm wrap for the spy worms from June. Ensign Grodenchik says it's selenium silver in a container.
Simon's was quite convincing, or at least whatever was coming out of K9's buttocks. That was reasonably convincing. The rest of it I don't know about, but...
So you're saying Max?
Let's go with Max.
The ends come off. How can he escape now?
The worms are getting out! May the force be with you. As a worm rat goes, where would you hang the worms? I don't get that bit.
Well, they hide in there, don't they?
They hide in there and they hang up or something?
They'll be travelled. They have to be kept in special liquid. That is...
Is that special
that's
liquid?
actual...
Special see-through liquid?
Yeah, see-through special liquid, yeah. That's actual... that's weasel swarf.
We'll go with Max.
The Quarks say Max. Let's take a peek and see if you're right.
Oh, no.
Wow.
You were so convincing. I know what this is. You really convinced me. You're not that good an actor on the telly. I mean, you're brilliant.
Well done. Brilliant.
I was there, mate.
He scoodled your nimnox on that one.
He certainly did.
Yes. Doctor Who, the immortal Peter Cushing, using that fantastic device. And Quarks, an objecto bizarro for you, Ensign Shimmerman.
Well, it's quite obvious what this is. I mean, anyone...
Well then, that's the game.
There you go. This is a device used in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. We use this device. Oh boy, do we use this device. To sharpen teeth.
Yeah. That's all rot. After David Carradine finished Kung Fu, he went and did a film called Death Race 2000. And in that film, he had a big... Well, they had to get a Kung Fu fight in from somewhere, didn't they? So they had a big Kung Fu fight with Sly Stallone. And they were fighting over this. And do you know what it is? It's a revolutionary carburetor which makes your car go faster so you can kill more nuns pushing prams. Because everyone knows a nun pushing a pram gets you maximum points in Death Race 2000. He actually put it on his motorbike, if I get it right in the movie. He puts it on his motorbike and he wins. So there. That's
All
true.
right, Captain Charles. Ensign Neil.
Well, actually, what it is, you've probably guessed by now, I don't know an awful lot about science fiction, but I have seen a few Italian sci-fi films which are so bad they're funny. And there's one particular one called Il Disco Volante, which translates as the flying saucer. And it's about all these sort of zombies that have sort of come marching across the land, spouting very badly dubbed English, and the only way to stop them is to just like that.
Demonstrate.
Is to drill. The only way to stop them is to drill them through the forehead, and then all this zombie juice comes spraying out. Green, nasty, gooey, stinking zombie juice comes out of their brain. They collapse and die. And so this is a drill from Il Disco Volante, which was made in 64.
Excellent, all right. Trevor says it's a drill from Il Disco Volante to dispatch zombies. Captain Charles says it's a carburetor from Death Race 2000. And Armin insists it's a Ferengi tooth sharpener.
Well, it's not the tooth sharpener. Firstly, because he's an actor and he's good and we're not going to believe him. And secondly, because he'd end up just with bloody gums. His teeth would wear away. There'd be nothing left. He'd end up going into his head and everything. I mean, what, do the teeth grow back? No, stop it, stop it. You can't sharpen your teeth forever.
Not without an anaesthetic, anyway.
Well, I don't know, you see. The disco drill. The disco zombie drill with a juice in it. No, I
And
don't
also,
know.
you do zombies in the side of the head, don't you?
Yeah,
Not in the front of
exactly.
the head,
You do
in the side,
zombies there, that
with a
increases
knife.
their power. They become all powerful and kill. What do you reckon, Max?
Well, I know that in the beginning of an episode called Little Green Men, Worf purchases one of those from my son Nog, and it is indeed that Ferengi tooth sharpener.
Well, I think we'll have to bow to your superior knowledge and say it is, in fact, the Ferengi tooth sharpener.
Nicely chosen, Captain Bailey. Let's have a look.
It's a Ferengi tooth sharpener.
Which just goes to prove I'm not that good of an actor.
The wormhole's beckoning. Our bags are stuffed with latinum and the engine's ticking over on the shuttlecraft. We've got just enough time for our final quickfire trivia scan. Fingers on phasers, teams. Stun me. Who were them from the 1953 film Them?
Giant ants.
Giant ants, yes. What Deep Space Nine episode celebrates the 30th anniversary of Star Trek by merging, wow, jumping in, Mr. Shimmerman.
Trials and tribulations. Tribulation.
Yes, pulling it out of the bag there. Who are Frost, Pharaoh, Dietrich, Apone, Hicks? No.
They're all Marines in Aliens.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Well done, well done. Anyone ever mistake you for a man, Vasquez? No, you. Consider Phlebas, player of games, use of weapons. Craig Charles.
Ian M. Banks.
Yes, the books of Ian M. Banks. In Deep Space Nine, who always props up Quark's bar but has never said a word? Neil.
Oliver Reed.
And never said a word is the key to that one. Yes, Mr. Grudenchik.
Morn.
Morn, that is correct. I don't want to say anything, Mr.
Then don't.
Shimmerman. All right. It's your bar, is it not? And Deep Space Nine, where does the wormhole lead you? Ensign Shimmerman.
To the Gamma Quadrant.
That is correct.
Oh, yes. Well, obviously it's the Gamma Quadrant. Obviously.
That noise signals the stoppage of the scan. How?
It's Al.
Yeah, whatever. Can I have the final scores, please?
Quark 17, Roms 19. I love you, Greg.
I know. That means the ROMs are the winners. And thanks to the ROMs, Bill Bailey, Simon Hickson, and Max Grudenchik, and the Quarks, Craig Charles, Trevor Neal, and Armin Shimmerman. Proofs to engineering, disengage transmission. We're all off to Quark's bar. See you at the Dabo table. Peace out.
It's not the Quark's bar Roseanne's heading for, but a swanky restaurant. Is divorce on the menu? Find out next on 4.
Of a reward than you ever dreamt. Let the American Express card help you do more.
www.what? Look. The logo's rotating. That is very cool. I like that. Yeah.
You guys do this all day?
No, not all day. Just most of the day.
Wow, that is very cool. What is that?
The logo's on fire.
Why is the logo on fire?
It's a flaming logo. Yeah. We're checking out different business websites. Trying to determine our website strategy.
Website strategy, huh?
Yeah.
You ever think about using this to sell something?
IBM helps business websites do business.
They walk the walk.
We are not the ones who got fat.
We're pregnant. They talk the talk.
Sorry, I couldn't find my top.
Romy and Michelle.
From now on, the choice is yours. New Pantene Flexible Hairspray or Pantene Firm. Whatever your style, make Pantene the choice.
Know why I use Persil? The non-bio one. David. He's only 3. But believe me, reasons don't come any bigger. When he was born, I used it because his skin was soft and delicate. Unlike him. But now, I use it because it even copes with the world-class muck magnet that he is. He's put us through the mill for 3 years, but I still wouldn't put his things through anything else.
Persil, the original non-bio.
Excavating a previously undiscovered Roman villa is hard enough. The Time Team are going to be doing it live for the first time ever. I'll be bringing you regular updates as the story unfolds over the August bank holiday weekend. That's archaeology against the clock as it happens live.
Saturday from 1 o'clock on 4.
What was I supposed to say?
Salutations, Space Cadets, and welcome to the otherworldly quiz show the authorities continue to deny exists. I'm Greg Proops, your most high commander, and I'll be inviting our 2 bands of agents to remove the un from the unexplained. Tonight's feuding factions are the Stingrays and the Thunderbirds. Putting the venom into the Stingrays as captain, an internet heartthrob who boasts more websites than Spider-Man, Craig Charles. It's impossible to gauge the depth of this next man's science fiction knowledge. He writes, reviews, observes, critiques, and always gets stopped in the street by people who think he's John McCririck. Kim Newman. And joining them, a comedian who has had little experience with ETs, but plenty of experience with DTs, Ben Miller. Launching themselves in opposition, the Thunderbirds. Thunderbird number 1, our regular team captain, who's no stranger than he was last week, Bill Bailey. The Thunderbirds possess an individual who spent 2 seasons in Blake 7 aboard the Liberator. Given this set cost 58 quid to build, he must feel like he's been upgraded. Gareth Thomas. And stringing along with the Thunderbirds, a comedian who's watched Blake 7 religiously ever since he heard he was coming on the show. Xander Armstrong. Well, I've just talked to engineering, and they said they can give me round 2 in 3 minutes. But any sooner would be asking for a miracle, Captain. So, let's play. That was my Scottish accent. Thank you. No fair pointing on the map to find out where it's from. Let's play round 1 to fill the space. We show our combatants a scene from a sci-fi film and invite them to chat right through it. A bit like the guy who is always behind you at the movies. Stingrays, here's your clip from Space 1999.
I want to watch Pride and Prejudice.
I want to watch Match of the Day. Give me the remote.
You can't even find the play button.
It's me, BBC 1, BBC 2, Sky. Get out of the way.
All right. You always get aggressive when we play away at Leeds.
Get out of my chair. Go and get me a beer.
OK, love, do you want some twiglets with that and some crisps and things? I get him twiglets, I get him crisps, I get him those little sausage rolls. Anyone dial a pizza?
Well done. And by the way, that was a very prescient show, Space 1999. That's exactly what the world is going to look like 2 years from this transmission date. Thunderbirds, here's your clip from Doctor Who.
Now, if I can just stick my hands on the wall.
Get your scarf out of the way.
Your rooms are ready.
Bang! Take that, you dirty rotter! Die!
She shot you, you crazy fool.
Oh, I can't stand the pain! Oh, leave it! Leave it, Terry! It's not worth it!
When did the knee become such a vulnerable point on a human? One little orange line through the knee and it's all over. That's the end of the round, and it's time for Space Oddities. The round that poses such questions as, if the alien creature has concentrated acid for blood, how come you never see her at an all-night garage buying Rennies? We've beamed on board a couple of kooky objects. Each team offers 3 plausible explanations for what they are. The truth is out there. The other team's got to guess where. Stingrays. Here is your object. Mr. N, will you take that from me?
Certainly. Thank you very much. Very useful, this. It's for cryo-suspending your brain and getting AM/FM radio at the same time. It was first used in the classic 1959 movie, The Brain That Wouldn't Die, in which the mad professor used his dead girlfriend's head to put onto the body of a stripper. Not a masterpiece, interesting movie.
It's always a good idea on paper, isn't it?
Yeah.
This, believe it or not, is a dismembered head. It sat atop of the carpety shoulders of a robot monster who first came roaring out your screens in the 50s in 3D in American drive-in movies. And this is actually Robot Monster's head. There you go. And
all right, Captain Charles.
Thank you, sir. Well, Thunderbirds. This is obviously from the future. It's made of cardboard or something and painted silver. And the rest of it. In fact, what this is I don't know if you saw the wonderful Jimmy Caan movie, Thunderball. This is actually a communicator, one of his, video phone type jobbies.
Jimmy Caan was in Rollerball.
James Caan, yeah.
James Caan, yeah.
What did I say?
Sean Connery was
Thunderball.
in Thunderball, yeah.
Which is the same thing.
No.
That's not.
Right. Jim says it's from...
saying I'm a liar?
Yeah. It's not that one, is it? Right. Is it?
Kim said, well, we've winnowed it down. Kim says it's from The Brain That Wouldn't Die. It's from James Caan in Thunderball, according to Ben Miller, or Rollerball, if you will, and the Robot Monster's head from Craig Charles.
What do you think, then?
Stop that fake conferring.
Just right now. Well, I have to much confer. It's the head of the robot monster, I believe.
My God, man, you're exactly correct. It is the head of the robot monster. Let's take a look. Let's look.
Rumbles, man.
There it is.
Well, I like that.
What is he wearing?
It's a gorilla suit and a diving helmet. What else?
Is that scary on
And a
Earth?
girl as well.
I guess he could brandish the girl at you if you weren't frightened enough. All right, Thunderbirds. Check this out. Mind the weight. It's heavier than it looks.
Yes, I remember this well. Davros, king of the Daleks. Was a rather unpleasant character, especially if you made fun of his one single eye in the middle of his forehead. I remember Tom Baker once in the studio turning around to Leela and whispering very quietly, I see old Blue Eye is back. He used to look at everything through that. He used to think I had a blue rinse, because of course it gives you a blue tinge. No, it's Davros's eye from Doctor Who.
All right, Bill Bailey.
Spin, turn, oh beautiful one. No, all right. Oh, the definition, yeah. What it is, that is Earth seen from space. That's how big it is. that big. Very tiny. And it was used in the very first colour film, Earth versus the Flying Saucers in 3D. And what they did to simulate the Earth was they got a seal, performing seal from a circus, and put it on its nose like that, and the seal spun round. They had to black the seal out in special black drapes. And it's a highly trained seal ball simulating the Earth.
Alex Armstrong.
What it is.
And that's true.
100%. If only it were. Atomic Mutoid's Slave Planet, fantastic movie. Written and directed by Steve Krantz, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah. In it, deformed armies fight for the freedom of the enslaved people down in the penal colony. This is the biggest weapon in their arsenal, and it was a grenade. It's a compact grenade. You could bung it in someone's breakfast or in a lift or down a corridor. The last laugh is on them because the others, the baddies, had a Hoover. So anyway, that is it's a grenade from Atomic Mutoid's Slave Planet. Thank you.
All right, Gareth says it's Davros from Doctor Who. Bill says it's from Earth versus the Flying Saucers, and Alex says it's a grenade from Atomic Mutoid's Slave Planet.
Well, I've been conferring with my trusty number twos here, and we are going to be quite controversial and say they're all nonsense and it's none of them.
Yeah. Wow, let's have a look.
You let down merchant, Kim! Well, Kim Newman, the man who knows everything, let me down big style there, he did.
Yes, he did. Nicely fooled, Gareth. Excellent job.
Wow. It's Al.
Yeah, like I give a spit. Who are your heroes, Hal?
It used to be Zen on Blake 7 until I discovered it wasn't real. Just a man off set holding a microphone.
Talk about low budget. Anyway, what are the scores?
Stingrays 8, Thunderbirds 7.
Oh.
You're going down, Bailey. You're going down, boy.
You're a feisty little one. There's an anomaly heading this way. Oh, no. It's just the outbreak. So chew on this while you nuke your cocoa. What sci-fi movie brought together this pair? We'll see you back on deck in just a moment.
A haunted ship, a missing crew, and infinite evil. God help us. Event Horizon.
Bottom, please report to the main gate immediately. Thank you.
You too could win $1 million. Littlewood's Pools. Get a result.
It's best to brush after eating, but when that's not possible, chewing Orbit or Wrigley's Extra helps protect your teeth against decay throughout the day. So whenever you eat, chew.
Welcome to Britain's biggest ever computer sale at PC World now. Massive savings throughout the store. PC World. Don't miss out.
Downtown.
This is what I want, what I really, really want.
New cheese and chive flavour from Walker's.
Oh. So that's what he wants, what he really, really wants.
Do you want it now? While I've got the food laid out?
Centauro golden churn at last.
Let me just get this top off. I know you love this.
And if you do want any more St. Ivel golden churn, you're going to have to get that trestle up.
Do you yearn for a bit of golden churn?
Playing Littlewoods Pools is easy. Just free phone 0800 49 0000. You could win $1 million.
Welcome back. Before the hiatus, we asked you what science fiction movie docked this pair, Anthony Hopkins and Rick Jakar. Any ideas, teams?
Well, I thought it was the elephant lips. But I was probably wrong. What about you?
Silence of the box office.
T-Birds, any guess what Mick Jagger and Anthony Hopkins were in together?
They must have met at the lip convention or something, you know, international lip. Jagger's the chairman, isn't he? He's the top lip man, and Hopkins does a bit of session work, you know. I've no idea.
The men who never fell to earth?
Free
do you want to ask
choice?
Kim, because Free Jack?
Kim, you know everything. Free Jack, that's exactly correct.
Free Jack, Free Jack!
Free Jack. I find your lack of faith disturbing. I'm going to dig out and dust off the old sci-fi photo album now and cordially invite the two battalions to have a peek at fashions and haircuts of yesterlight year. It's Photon Photos. Teams, what's occurring here? Fingers on phasers, please explain.
I can't believe I fell asleep on the beach with a tennis racket on my face.
Gareth.
I fell and hit the barbecue.
In space, there's no paper, so you have to play noughts and crosses on your face.
Miller.
The last time I jumped the net at Wimbledon.
Yes, Steffi Graf.
That's Future World with Peter Fonda, a fine
Obviously.
motion picture and a fine actor. Here's the second one.
Giles. Is this a scene from the film Farewell to Arms?
Attack of the Half Nelsons.
Don't make me use the paint stick. I will use the paint stick for those.
All right, Henry, you can borrow the lawnmower.
Mr. Newman.
Don't you recognize my family's coat of arms?
I want your chin!
Any disarming remarks over there? You know, you're very judgmental. There's no judgment in this decade. What is this judgment you use? In our world, all things are funny. What is this thing you call, oh? Is this your Earth indication of disappointment in a pun? In our world, all puns are beautiful, and they are the highest form of comedy. This round shall be awarded extra points. Any idea what picture that's from? Anybody? Kim?
Yes, the Frozen Dead.
The Frozen Dead.
Dana Andrews.
And you know, even though they're dead, they remain delicious. And let's look at the next one, shall we?
I don't mind. What do you want to do? I don't really mind. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I don't really mind.
Then.
So this is the last time you'll try and outrun a fat guy, huh? They are not so stupid as you think, huh?
Bill Bailey.
It was, yes, Manuel grafted onto the Major. It's the 40 Towers, the horror version.
OK, Lance, what you say we try the dress on now?
Gareth.
But I always sleep on the right.
For you, Tommy, the dungaree is over.
Kim, you're the voice of sanity. What motion picture does this photograph emanate from?
I'm not sure if sanity is the word to describe someone who actually knows that's the incredible two-headed transplant.
It is the incredible two-headed transplant. He knows everything.
He knows everything.
He knows everything.
Yeah.
And the fourth one. Here we go.
Matron's coming. Everyone pretend to be a tree. Why does Felicity always find the bed when the music stops?
Let's head to sickbay now for a spot of interplanetary plastic surgery in Dr. Who Am I? Two space bunnies hit the morphing pad and receive a new complexion, and they must quiz their teammates to unravel their new identity. But they can't mention TV shows or movies by name, and their crew must only respond negative or affirmative. It's Mighty Morphin time. Bill Bailey, step onto the transformer pad.
Oh, laugh it up.
All right, T-Birds, begin.
Okay, am I human?
Negative.
Am I an alien?
Positive. Affirmative.
You're positive I'm an alien. Right, okay.
Laxative.
Well, that's a start. Okay, so am I humanoid?
Negative.
Negative.
Yes.
You're humanoid, but no one would date you.
Well, that's not too far from the truth, then.
No. Leave it.
Right, leave it. Okay. So, have I got like different size parts of my body? Have I got massive hands?
Affirmative. Yes.
Affirmative.
Yes.
Do you know what it is?
Yes.
Are you looking at the screen? Yes. No, I don't know. Have I got a big head?
Affirmative.
Have I got a massive head? Right. Have I got massive eyes?
Affirmative.
Am I lizard-like?
Affirmative.
Am I?
Affirmative. Did you not hear the man?
So I'm like that. Am I small?
Affirmative.
Am I small? Right, I'm like that. Have I got massive eyes?
Affirmative.
All right, hang on. Have I got massive long fingers like that?
Affirmative.
Hey! Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, am I E.T.?
Nice one, Captain Bill.
Thanks. Cheers.
Captain Charles, it is now your turn to step onto the transformer pad.
Do I look funny?
Affirmative.
Am I male?
Affirmative.
Am I a humanoid?
Affirmative.
Am I a robot?
Negative.
Have I got anything on my head? Do I wear a mask or a hat?
Ish.
Ish, yeah.
You do sometimes.
Affirmative-ish.
Well, you do sometimes.
I wear a mask hat sort of thing.
You can do. You have a wide
Okay, am I the Phantom of the Opera?
Negative.
Am I something more scary than the Phantom of the Opera? Sarah Brightman. Am I Sarah Brightman? I'm not.
You got it.
Oh no! Ish, not Sarah Brightman.
We said humanoid. We said humanoid.
Put your claws away, Tim. So I wear a mask and I'm not Sarah Brightman. Am I a comic book character?
Affirmative.
Captain America or something?
Negative.
Negative. Am I Captain America?
You're evil.
I'm evil.
Evil.
Yeah. Evil.
And DC as well.
Speak for yourself. How dare you? Am I a villain? I'm a villain. Am I in? I'm the devil. I'm a donkey.
Yes, you're an evil donkey.
Am I evil donkey? Did I get acid thrown in my face?
Negative.
Joker, aren't I?
The opera.
Am I the Joker?
Affirmative. You are the Joker, sir.
Well done.
We've managed to make it to the final chapter. The Federation guards are at the door, and let's see if Blake survives this one. We can only hope. Fingers on phasers for the final quick fire. Who jumps from body to body in Quantum Leap? Bill.
Ali Bongo.
Kim.
Scott Bakula, however that's pronounced.
That is correct. What's his character's name, anybody?
Sam Beckett.
Sam Beckett. Who played Captain Nemo in 20,000... Wow.
Derek Nemo.
James Mason.
James Mason. Which TV series has been graced with appearances by Roy Kinnear, Brian Blessed, Colin... Garrett?
It's either Opportunity Knocks or Blake 7.
Yes.
Oh, I hate you so much.
So did I. Name the follow-up to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes. Restaurant at the End of the Universe.
All righty. What links the Andromeda Strain, Terminal Man, Westworld? Yes.
Michael Crichton.
Michael Crichton. He wrote them all, or he typed them all.
Also, they're all films.
And books.
Yes, and they also all have vowels in them.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
And they're also all on this card. What was the main inspiration for the movie Mars? Yes.
The Milky Way Kid.
I'll finish the rest of the sentence. Well, although who wasn't inspired by the Milky Way Kid?
You look like the Milky Bar Kid.
I can use the pain stick to pleasure or to pain. What was the main inspiration for the movie Mars Attacks?
Bubblegum cards.
Bubblegum cards.
Oh.
Bill?
No, I was going to get it wrong. So
Well, you managed to buzz in late, which is almost as good. Who plays talkback hostess Nikki Brand? Yes?
Deborah Harry.
Wow. In David Cronenberg's Videodrome, it is Deborah Harry. Someone has it on Laserdisc at home.
Do they know?
Not a lot of people coming over to interrupt. How many episodes of Blake 7 were there?
Well, I did 29, but I think there were 52.
52? That is correct. Well, that signals the end of that round. Hal.
It's Al.
Yeah, whatever. Is there anything you don't know, Hal?
Well, Greg, if Leia is a princess, how come Luke isn't a prince?
Well, he's the Jedi formerly known as Prince. Pain stick. What are the scores, my computer buddy?
Stingrays 37, Thunderbirds 44.
Well done, sir. God bless you.
All that remains is for me to wish the combatants a safe trip back to their quadrant. The Stingrays, Craig Charles, Ben Miller, and Kim Newman, and the Thunderbirds, Bill Bailey, Alex Armstrong, and Gareth Thomas. I'm Greg Proops. Live long, you popsters. Peace out.
Somewhat more serious space drama next tonight. It's a time of scheming and vendettas in Babylon 5 after the break.
Many people believe in psychic power.
This is Sky One.
Revealing who shot Mr. Burns. Watch this episode of The Simpsons carefully for your chance to win a cool cash prize.